Hello everyone, this is Debbie from Ink and Page, and I'm here today with part 3 of our haunted bookshelf assembly process. In this video, we are doing the finishing touches, so we are putting everything that we've already done together into one bookcase. So, this is mine. Okay, it's dry now. I covered it with collage medium. I think you can see the shine on it. It's matte but still shiny, and it gives it kind of a smooth feel, and I just wanted to protect the outside and protect the collage, so that's that. Okay, and then now I'm ready to start working on the inside of my bookshelf. Now before I get started with that, I'm going to go over a couple of things that are extra that you might want to have or include. You don't need to include these things, but I'm just going to go through kind of a list of extra things that you may have around your house, or you may want to pick up at the store, depending on your, what your level of bookcase is, you know what I mean? Like here's what I'm going to recommend is going to be thread. Okay. Some sort of like cheesecloth or mummy cloth, as well, either or, it doesn't matter. The other thing that I'm going to use that it's entirely up to you if you want to use it as well, is moss. So I got some, this is, I think, yeah, it's premium fake moss. So, I'm not sure what it's made out of, but it's fantastic. I love it. Obviously, I've been into it. You don't need, I mean, like, I've taken so much out of here, and you can't even tell. So anyway, I'll link this below in case you want to know about it. I love it. It made doing this super fun. Okay, so the thing here is also, I'll show you this. You could put a million different things in here. I have a lot of different stuff in the kit already, but there's some things I just couldn't make, like moss. I also have some tiny bottles. I have a doily. I have some of these bugs. I don't know if I'm going to use these. I also have some tiny spiders. They're over here. These are one of those things that I saw and bought ages ago, and because, it's like I'm always shopping for Halloween, right? So I saw these little spiders, and I was like, oh my gosh, I have to have these. So I got these little spiders, so I'm going to use these too. But again, you may not want spiders on yours. So these are just hard for me to make out of paper in a way that would look good on the bookcase. I try to make everything I could out of paper that would look good. And then, kind of leave these like the little bottles. This is one, and I have a second light there. Just stuff like that. It's just like kind of the extra stuff. It's not very much, but it's there, and I just wanted to talk about that up front. The other thing was candles. Okay, so these are birthday candles. They're white. I got them for like 59 cents. And yeah, and so I did use these in my mock-up, and I pulled off this. These are the birthday candles, like all melted together. And I put there's a bunch of moss on the bottom here, some mummy cloth, and a little spider. So I'm probably going to use this in this. So like, this is a totally viable option. The other thing you can do is, if you Google making candles, you will be shocked at the way people are making candles. There's all kinds of ways to do it, with hot glue, with wax, all kinds of stuff. So, if you want candles, birthday candles, like if you can find white ones like these, are a great way to go. I don't know if you can find black ones. Ideology has these drippy candles. They are a little bit large for, I think, what I wanted for this bookcase. So, but you know, they're an option if you would like to use those as well. I also have like a little, oh, here it is. I think this is a candle stand. I think this is Ideology. And I have these skulls I'm thinking about using. So I'm not sure about this or not. I'm not usually a skull person, but I think it might be fun. So we'll see what happens. It depends on how much room I have and that sort of thing. Okay, so I have all of my little, I mean, it's not very much, but I just wanted to like go over that kind of stuff with you ahead of time, so I didn't whip something out and you're like, where'd she get that? The most, I think, valuable thing here is going to be the thread and the moss and the fabric, which are things that, like, I think, like, for a lot of the stuff you could just find around your house, probably not the moss, but it depends. If you got a plant, like a fake plant, got fake moss, that's what everybody in the comments was using it for, so, or I'm sorry, the reviews. So anyway, all right, I'll stop talking now and we'll get into actually doing something here. Okay, so, of the shelves. Okay, some of the ephemera that you might want to consider for the back walls of your bookcase are these pieces right here. There's some frames. There's this giant spider here, which I totally want to use. I think it will be easiest to glue this stuff on before we stick the bookshelf covers and stuff in there, you know. All right, so here we go. So I'm just going to distress this and run some ink around it as well, and make it look kind of grungy, you know, and old. Just going to crunch it up a little bit and ink it. I'll just put a little rip in it, you know how that goes. And then we can fold a piece of it back so it looks like there's some of it missing. Just like stuff like this. Like, I kind of want to do this so that you can put this on the wall behind it. Like, in general, you might not be able to see these things, but I just think this is the kind of stuff that takes a project to the next level. That you took the time to, you know, actually think about what was on the back, you know. Oh, that's my, okay. I'm going to use, I put these so I could use these on here as well. This is a cat and the dog, which I love so much. I'm going to put those on here too. But I'm going to put those like this, I think, on the shelf. So let's see, what else do I have here? I think we could use this, like, you know, as like a portrait wall here. Okay. I always do this. I always ink it and then decide to rough it up. But, you know, sometimes I think when you work in layers like that, it does help make things look more old. And, you know, like you would find this in like a ghostly mansion or something like that. Okay, I'm going to put this guy on. I have to clean off my glue tip here. Okay, so I'm going to put him here. And then I have this lovely lady here. And then I can just, I'll stick her here. Okay, and then I'm going to put my other gentleman, like here, I think. Okay, now there, if you want to, you can put other stuff on here too. You know, just whatever you feel like is the right thing to put on there. I'm going to try to go in layers here. So this will be like my back layer, and then, you know, kind of move forward that way. And what I do need to decide though is what shelf everything's going on. You know what I mean? Actually, I think, yeah, because you, like, these two are interchangeable. This one is not, because the bottom shelf is the biggest. Okay. I think this would look fantastic if this one was crooked. Okay, like this, you know? Oh yeah, and then let's do this one with it. Add the ink on the edges there to get rid of the white. Okay. All right, so let's put these on here. And then I'll put these into the actual bookcase. Okay, let's start with this one here. Okay, I'm gonna be bold here, and no, that's not about it. That's a bad idea. Okay, I was thinking I'll put the glue down in there first, because then I wouldn't have to you know, drop this down with glue all over the back of it, but it's too deep. So, okay, so here we go. This is going in here. Just want to make sure it's flush against the back here. Oops. All right, there we go. Okay, so first one is in. I think I'm going to put this one into the middle. All right, so let's get the glue on there. You guys can probably see better than me at this point. Okay, and now I'm going to do it onto the, I'm just going to add a little bit more on there, and then I'm just going to be generous on there, because I noticed when I did this before, I had trouble. I want that to stay stuck, you know what I mean? It didn't stay stuck as well as I would like it to. All right, now this one, okay, oh, I have to stick this down still and decide what else I'm going to stick on there, because it needs something else. Oh, I have these. Okay, those are my papers. Oh, I have this other framed picture of a dog. Oops, I'm just gonna go back in here just to see what else I want to get. Nothing is catching my eye right now. Those I want for my books. I do have this. Guess I could do that. Oops. Sometimes I overthink things, you know, like I want everything to be like super perfect, but it doesn't have to be super perfect. Like, this is just like for fun. Okay, I'm gonna put this on top of those. Oops, I don't want to cover up the dog. Okay. All right, so that's good. All right, now I'm going to go in to this one with this. I'm going to do the top two first. Oh my goodness gracious. Okay. Just make sure everything's in there nice and tight. And then here, just even this glue right out here. Okay, now get ready for the good stuff. Okay, so we've got this in here like this. Okay, so now we have to start thinking about where do we want our ephemera and what do we want on here. I know for certain, okay, like one of the things that I wanted to do here was put tarot cards on this one. Okay, and then I think I'm going to put my lantern on the bottom. I'm going to try to work like this so that you guys can see down into it. Might be a little bit weird at first because I'll have to glue stuff in order for it to stay while it's laying down, but I want you to be able to see like what I'm doing. But like I thought I'd put the lantern on the bottom. I'm going to put the candles on the top. And then I want to put, you know, just kind of like spread everything out throughout the whole bookcase. I'm just grabbing my cards. Okay, so the first thing that I'm going to do is put this fanned cards. I'm going to put those here. Okay. And the way I'm going to do that is I'm going to get 2 very tiny dots of glue here on each point. Okay. And then I'm going to tilt this up so I can see it, and then I'll put it down so you can see it. And I'm just going to stick those right there. Oops, I might need more glue right there. My glue dot was too tiny. Okay, now I'm going to stick these down like this. Okay. All right, so now it looks like that. Okay. And then, okay, then I have to get, okay, primarily it's a bookcase, right? So I'm going to primarily concern myself with books in here. I'm just putting some ink on the back of this picture of the dog and the cat that I'm really excited to include. I'm not sure where this is going to go yet. Okay, so let's do some books here. Okay, I have a bunch. Okay. We could do this. I have one that's glued shut. Okay. I did glue one of them shut because, like, if you want to stack stuff, you probably want to glue that one shut. Okay. So wait, where's my lantern? I'm just gonna try to like kind of sort out where like what level I want everything on. Okay. All right, now I did make these little labels. There's a lot of tiny little labels in the kit so that you can like put them on the spines of the books, kind of like around there, so that like they don't look so boring, if that makes sense, because a lot of them are just black or blue or whatever. And so you can put these on there in like whichever way that you want, like sideways, you know, askew, however you would like to put them on there. You can put them upside down, because you know this is supposed to be like a haunted house, so you have that there. And then you can look for like, there's, you know, this one has a key, so this one could go on here like this, you know, like, so just like whatever way speaks to you for each particular book, you know. I can put that on there. The other thing that I thought would be cool is if we took some of these like tarot cards here that are in here, and we went ahead and like stuck them in the books, you know, coming out. And these, you know, I'm on the fence if I should glue these in or not. You know, like, I don't know. Yeah, I think it kind of depends. Oh, I might want to, huh? Just because otherwise they might fall out. I'm just going to put a dot of glue behind each one. I'm not real super worried if I accidentally glue pages shut, though. Just because, you know, I'm going to glue this book on here anyway. And that might be really cute to have this one here, back behind that. Okay, so I'm going to make a commitment, and I'm going to glue this book down kind of behind the tarot cards, and it's got the little ones sticking out of it. There we go. Okay, so that's in there like that. And then, okay, where's my one that I glued together? Oh, and I also have my little scrolls, and I also thought maybe I could tie these together with a ribbon. I've burned my hands in so many places. Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm gonna see how this looks if I tie these together with a ribbon. Oh, you know what? I might want to glue them first though. I'm making a commitment here. I can always make more of these if I need them, so I'm going to start with the 3. See how that goes. I just moved that. So we're starting out here with like basically just getting our layout down, figuring out what shelf, maybe I won't need the ribbon, what shelf everything's going on. Maybe that'll go on the top. Okay, let's see. There's gonna be like a lot of thinking going on here. Okay, so let's see here. What do I have? I've got glue strings going everywhere, but they have the added benefit of looking exactly like spider webs. So if there's glue strings all over your project, it's okay. Got a little carried away there. Like some of this stuff too can be sticking out of the books or just on the actual like ground on the actual base of the shelf, you know what I mean, like glued down. So because your shelf bottom, you know, can have like papers and stuff like that like stuck on it as well. I'm going to I guess I'm okay, here we go. It's a little hard to show you guys while I'm working in basically a hole, but I'm just gonna like keep tipping it. Oh, I gotta remember not to squeeze the glue when I'm not doing it. Okay, there goes that. Okay, here's this. Okay, so basically, all right, so I don't know if you can see this, but like if you glue something down here, then you can glue something else on top of it, and it just gives you that nice layered look, you know? All right, so I'm gonna put glue on the edge of the cat and the dog here and kind of put them in the corner there. Not too far back, but mid back, I guess. Because then I can still get something behind it if I need to. Okay, so they're right there right now. I hope you guys there you can see that. Okay, so now let's actually make some headway with our books here. Because we want to kind of... Okay, so here's what I'm going to do here. Now, you could use almost anything to do this. You could use fabric or cheesecloth or whatever. I'm going to stick this back here, and then I'm going to put the books in front of it, okay? So it doesn't really matter what it is that you're sticking back there. I just need something back there. That moss sure does smell weird. Oh, you know what? Let's do... Okay, if we do this and we do this here, these can go here. Okay, and then I want to do... I do want to do a bunch of books because this is a bookcase after all, right? Put these on here. All right, so I like this situation here. So what I'm gonna do here is just start gluing these guys down. I hope my arms don't look gigantic because now I'm gonna have to stand up to do this. Okay, so this one here. This one has a little thread coming out of it. It's kind of funny. When I was making these books, I was all upset about, you know, is it going to be like, are all the letters in the right orientation? You know, is this upside down or right side up? And like, now I'm just like gluing them down. Okay, so that's... I think it might be fun to glue one in backwards. What do you think? Okay, so now let's get some flowers. All right, so I'm gonna get flowers, and we can get some thread and some moss. This is where the stuff gets like really super fun, right? Okay, so there's this. I'm gonna grab some of the moss. I feel like I've done a pretty reasonably decent job of not making a huge mess tonight, but that part of the experience is pretty much over. All right, I'm going to cut these strings off the back of these. And I'm going to glue these guys into the thread and moss. And then you can just make like little arrangements. I have some purple thread too that came off of something else. Okay, so now let's get some tweezers. It occurs to me that I should probably put some glue in there before I go putting the moss in there, just so that it doesn't fall out. I guess let's stick this guy down in here. This fake moss is like, it feels like real moss. It's crazy. Okay, now I'm gonna stick one of the flowers down there. I don't know what happened to this sad flower. It lost its friend. Ooh, is it my fault because I cut it? Okay, so now I got that there. I'm not sure if I should put that there or if that's too much. Now I'm like, oh, I need more books. Okay, so let's put something on the spine of this book, because like when I put it on there, it looks kind of, it gets kind of lost because it's so dark. I really wanted to figure out how to make a pumpkin, but that is complicated. I do have like a fake one around here that's like velvet somewhere. I really want this to go on the, maybe I should put it like that. Just gonna put a little extra glue down there. And then we can put the poison on there. Okay. Oh yeah. Okay. I thought I made enough books, but apparently I didn't. Okay, so my frame is back there. I kind of want that to like go up against the wall. So I'm gonna just put a little glue on there. This might be a good place for like a skull or a bottle that does not want to stay. Oh, is that why? Okay. Let's see, where's the skulls? Let's take a look and see how those look. I bought these ones special for this, so I guess it's a good thing that I am not, or I am using them. He's okay. I'm just gonna get something to kind of prop him up a little. I'm wondering about mixing it with a little bit of this. Okay, so I'm thinking maybe this skull could go with some thread and a little bit of this. I don't want it to get lost though. It's very tiny. It's tinier than I thought it was, huh? Where did I put that little... Oh, I may never see it again. Oh, you know what? Let's do this. Okay. Oh, wait, that's not the right one. This one. All right, I'm going to put a label on there. There is a paper bottle in this kit too. If you don't have a bottle, you could totally use that. And if you just use like a little dab of hot glue on the bottom of it, it'll just stand up straight like a real bottle too. Oh, that's fantastic. Okay. I need to see if I can... That's a lot of thread. Actually, you know what I should do is do it like this, right? Okay. Okay, so I'm just gonna put, I probably should put the glue on the bottle, but hindsight is definitely, ouch, 2020. Okay, now I'm just gonna put a little bit more on the bottom here. Okay, and then this is gonna go right here. How's that? How's that? I'm thinking, oh, this is glued to a piece of chipboard. I don't know if I told you guys that. All right, I'm gonna worry about that later. Okay, let's do, okay, so I do have quite a mess here. I'm just gonna move my stuff over here. I need to contain the moss, I think, is the problem. Just gonna get this out of the way. Okay. All right, so now what I'm going to do is get some thread, because what I want to do, where's the end of this? Okay, so where the, oops, probably I should use the other one. Where the seams are, like right here, I'm gonna put stuff on those seams. What I want to do, what I would like to do here is do the flowers all the way down. That might be going there. Just so that I would like to have like flowers going down the side because, well, mostly because I love flowers, but that was kind of my like initial vision when I started this. So some things stay, some things don't stay. I want to put some more tarot cards on there too. Okay. I thought this would be my shortest video, but now I'm thinking maybe it's going to be my longest one. Okay, so that one there. Okay, so this, okay, so I do still have some books left, at least. Really what I was thinking, let's see. I was thinking like, you know, lantern on top of the books. Although I can't glue this or I'll never get the light out of it again or be able to replace it if, you know, if it burns out and when it burns out. Could do that. And I could still do my skull on a pedestal, but it looks kind of sad. I think it needs to be like either multiple skulls or, ooh, what if I flipped it over? Maybe it will make it in there after all. Maybe we will try this. Let's see what happens. I'll get some moss out of moss containment here. Here's the one thing that I really like about hot glue, even though I don't like hot glue in general. You can glue things like askew and they'll stay. So that is definitely a bonus. I hope you guys can see what I'm doing. I'm sorry, I'm working like vertical right now instead of flat. I was gonna try to get some of this in there too. Maybe should I know? Probably just more moss. That is a lot. Okay. I don't understand how this feels so real. Okay. Let's go on here. And then we're going to put one more skull on there. Now we have like a skull banquet situation going on. Okay. And my only concern with this is that I put it upside. I think this is, I'm pretty sure I have this on here upside down. So I just hope that it's not it's like top heavy right now, basically. Okay, so, all right. I'm gonna refill my moss container here because I'm gonna use it again back here. I think it just gives it that overgrown ghosty vibe, you know? All right, let's, I think I should put some glue down first. Oh, wrong glue. Okay, so just put a little bit of that in there. Okay, now the next thing I want to do is get a couple of these guys. I'm going to ink them up. Because I want to glue these to the bottom of the shelf. If I had thought of this, this would have been a good activity for before, like for doing it before I put it in the actual. I'm just going to put glue down and then just glue these guys. I guess it probably doesn't matter which way they are, but wouldn't it be cool if it was like bent? Okay. Should I put, I'm on the fence if I should glue that, but I'm just gonna put some more and then just stick these down. On top of the glue, whoops. And I think I'm going to do a couple down here as well. Let's do this one here. It just gives a little bit of character. Here. I just put a little bit more extra glue there. And let's put this cute one with, oh wait, no, that's part of that. Here we go. There we go. All right, so now I have like a fan set down there. Okay, now, oh, okay. The whole reason I was doing all of this was to get this guy in. Holy macaroni and cheese, that is a lot. Okay. I kind of want like a more ghosty vibe back there, so I think I'm gonna do a little bit of, oh, I do have some that I dyed. I have a small piece left. We could use this color. I'm not sure what color I dyed this. I think it was like a combo of like black and like Lost Shadow. Okay. I'm just going to drop this back there. I kind of want it to stick to the ceiling, so I'm just going to put a drop there and then just stick it up there. Like I want it to like stretch, you know what I mean? Holy macaroni. There we go. I need it to come down a little though. All right, now my little friend here. Okay, so what we're going to do here is just glue this guy down. So far, so good, yeah? Okay, now this compartment. Okay, I really like the idea of having something coming down from the top there. So I have this mummy cloth. And I'm going to pull this kind of apart. I'm not sure if I should. Maybe I will put black soot on this. I probably should have done it already, but oops. I'm sorry if my desk is a mess. I should have taken a minute to probably clean it up, huh? Okay. I'm just going to push all that to the side for temporary. Okay. Where... I've never used so much black soot in my life. All right, so I'm just gonna go ahead and ink this on the ink pad. Just so it's not too white and it matches the other one that's up there. This is clearly how I did this. I thought it was Lost Shadow on there, but no, I think it's this. The worst part about it is I probably did it on a video, so you guys probably know. Okay. I want this to be all ghosty. This reminds me of like spiritualism, you know, in like kind of the Victorian era when they were holding seances and doing all kinds of crazy stuff. And like mediums would swallow fabric so that they could make it like come out of their mouth during the seance. It was crazy stuff that they did. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and just run, I keep having a wrong glue gun. I'm just gonna run glue across the top of the shelf here. And then I am going to just stretch this out and kind of stick it on there. And just kind of let it do its own thing. Once the glue sets, I'll just pull on it and, you know, just to get it to come down a little. Plus, it'll, like, once gravity should help too, you know. Oops, I pulled that right off of there. Okay, let's put this right here, just a little dab. Okay. All right, I think I might put my candles inside here, now that I'm looking at them. Yeah, these are the ones that I made out of the birthday candles. I think I went over these in a different video. I think it was a different video. I've now done 3 videos in a row, so I'm starting to, like, everything's starting to run together. I'm going to put this in here. Okay, now I need to use my last of my books. So lesson here is, like, even if you think you made enough, you didn't make enough. So I guess I could always make more. And I don't know what I did to this one. And then put them in later. I mean, oh no, I forgot about my, oh my goodness. Okay. I need to figure out what I want to do here with these. This is one of the ones that I wanted to have, like, the paper sticking out of the top. Okay, I got an idea, unfortunately, or fortunately, I don't know. Okay. That paper distresser always makes, like, so much paper dust. Like, these are like pages of, like, a lost manuscript or something like that. That would be a good story for this. Okay, I have one more I can use. Okay, so my idea is to put these, like, kind of behind there, like, stacked on each other. I'm juggling all this. Okay. There we go. Okay. All right, now what should we do? I still have to get these. Let's see if I can do a bouquet in here. Okay, so what do you think the first thing I'm gonna do is stuff this full of moss. So it looks like leaves. Okay. All right. These, unfortunately, are not wires. They're just strings. I wish they were wires. What I should probably just do is put the glue in there and then just stick the flowers into the glue. I have never used so much hot glue in my entire life. And that's saying a lot because I've been responsible for a lot of crazy projects. I don't know why I keep going after this with the tweezers. I keep thinking, oh, oops. I want to take that out of there. I still want to get one more flower in here too. My thing is top heavy now. Oh, I need to trim off the string on this one. Okay, so now I have like a little bouquet situation. And what I would think, I'm gonna try to put it like up against the candles. This is gonna be a really interesting operation to see if I can do this. Okay, so I think what I'm gonna do here is try to go in like this. Ow. Okay, this is not the right way to go in. I hope my glue doesn't dry. Okay, so no tweezers. Okay, so there we go. All right, we're getting somewhere. I feel like it. Okay. All right, let's do books right there. We're on our way. And then I just want to decorate the outside of it a little bit. I will try not to take too long to do that because I'm sure everybody... Well, actually, you know what, you guys? If you're here, right? So I'm not going to worry about it. I'm just going to try to finish this up and do it in a way that is honors Halloween. Maybe I don't need that. Or maybe I do. I don't know. I can't... This one has an eye on it. Let's do that one. Okay. I haven't used a single spider yet, so we'll have to get to that. I guess I'm procrastinating on this because I'm not sure what the best, whether I should put these standing up or not. Okay, I have this one, which is glued flat. You know what? This is what I should probably do, right? Something like this. All right, so if this goes like off to the side here, and then this goes. Okay, so let's do that. I'm going to commit to that. Okay. Should I put, okay. Which way does the eye go? Okay, that way. All right, so let's do that. Okay. I'm going to put the purple book as the base. And then this one can go here. And then we'll put the eye one like so. And guess what I'm going to do here? Oops, I need to get another glue stick. I'm surprised I haven't gone through more glue, I have to be honest. Okay, oh, I got an idea. Okay, so this is the... Okay, so let's pick, we're going to pick a tarot card. We're going to ink this guy. I'm going to crumple it up. I'm going to uncrumple it. Re-ink it. Okay. All right, I'm going to rip it. I just realized the whole thing's not going to go in there. I'm going to put a little glue on the end of it. Oh, can I get any out? I'm going to need to get the new glue stick. Fortunately, I prepared myself. There we go. Okay, let's stick another card in too. This is the... Okay, let's see. I'm going to do the same thing. Crunch it up. Ink it up. Okay, this one I'm going to stick in like... there. So let's take off like just the corner of this one. And here we go. Okay. Okay, so now I have that. So probably, I think I'm going to have to put this in here to do the rest. Okay. So here, this is going to go get glued down like this. It's crazy, like, oh my God, the hours that I've gone into this, and I'm just like willy-nilly gluing stuff down. Oh, that eye looks fantastic though. Okay. Oh my God, this is so much fun. Okay. So now I have 2 books here, and I'm not sure. Okay, I think I'm gonna put, okay, I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put one right there on the top, so it's open like this. Okay, just like that. Okay, and then this one is gonna go over here, okay? This is the one with the gold pages. Oh, all the glue went on the moss. There we go. Not too shabby, huh? I still have extra stuff. I don't have any more books left. I think I used every single book. However, I have a bunch of spiders, so let's use some spiders, and I'm also going to do the outside edges here. So I got a couple of spiders, and let's see what we're gonna do here. Okay, so I'm going to use mummy cloth as my fake web. This can go here like this. I mean, I think we're actually coming down to the end here, which seems crazy when I started this, but here it is. I still have to do the outside border though, so. Everything I own is going to be covered in like hot glue. I just love these little spiders. I don't know why, I just do. Now, what are we going to do next? I'm thinking about, I think I need some scissors. I just want to fill things out now. And also, you know, ooh. Okay. Okay. I think we need, I have a spider on there. All right, I'm going to do some moss, I think, across the top here. Oh, wait, this is my, oh no. Okay, that is going there. Okay, I'm just gonna go across the top here too. guys, my lantern got kicked out and I didn't even realize it. Ugh. Not my finest moment. But I'll put it someplace else. I just got like so enamored with other things that... I wish I had some more of this purple thread. I don't know where. Like, it came from like a... It came from 1924 linens, like in a little bundle. It wasn't... There was like not a ton of this color. I'm gonna put my scrolls up here. This actually might be a good place for my lantern. Okay, this is probably, I'm not sure if this is gonna be a mistake, but I'm gonna glue the base down and then hopefully I can just take off the top. Oops. It's kind of like, I don't have my flowers down the side like I had hoped. Okay, let's do a spider. Let's put this one going down. Okay, do I need anything else? Like, if I have another, I do have another flower, so I'm gonna do that. I'm probably getting like close to done, huh? Flowers are another thing that I thought I made a lot of and didn't like. I could do that all day though. What do you guys think? Is it too crazy? I hope not. I'm just going to do a couple little finishing touches here. I love those little cute spiders. I don't usually go in for cute, but they are so cute. I have a little bit extra thread here. So I could just stick that behind there. Oh no. Oh, there it is. I think this is looking pretty done, I have to say. I'm not sure if I want to put another. Oops, I gotta put that away. Oh, here's my little thingamajigs of cards. I did not mean for that to fall over. I think these little cards really are good to fill things out, you know? It's kind of funny that that one has the sun on it, isn't it? Maybe I should have chosen a different one. I just thought it'd be nice to have some color in here. That's too much. I have this extra thread here though. All right, I don't want to overcrowd it, and I think I'm like verging towards overcrowding it. Because it's got a lot of stuff on it now. All right, just give me 2 seconds here. I'll clean up, and then we will come back and just wrap this up. Okay, well, I just wanted to wrap things up really quickly and say thank you guys so much for sticking with me on this project, and I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you have fun building your own bookshelf. I've got strings everywhere, but hopefully we can pretend those are spider webs. If you could like the video, subscribe if you haven't already. I have lots of other fun projects coming up, and this is just the beginning. So I hope you have fun with this one, and I can't wait to see what you guys do with it. Thank you so much for joining me.